Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Kiana here with the new video. If you're new, go down right now and click the subscribe button so you could join our crazy family. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. Jumping right on into this video. If you guys follow me on IG, you guys do know that I am expecting. Yeah, he's like pretty big right now. So yeah, I have my board here ready because he is coming. So he is 25 weeks. Right now he is the size of a rutabaga. Mommy is feeling back pains now, and I am feeling a bit more energized. I don't feel the need to want to sleep anymore, and daddy is thinking of names. So this is where I am at in my pregnancy. This is my second trimester. I'm very close to starting my third trimester, which is in about 2 weeks. Once again, thank you Alice for my cute little gifts. She got me a whole bunch of like cute little stuff for like the wedding and for the baby and stuff, so thank you so much, Alice. So yeah, I am starting my third trimester soon, so I just wanted to get into it with you guys about my first and second trimester. I actually wrote everything down in my book that my best friend gave me. It says, "And so the adventure begins." She actually gave me this before I found out that I was expecting, as a like wedding planning like journal, and you know, let's write down my thoughts, write down things that I want to do, things that I have to like get and stuff. So that's what I started using this for. But then like once I found out that I was expecting, I started like writing more about like my hopes and dreams and aspirations for the baby and my goals and accomplishments and all of that stuff. So yeah, that's what I wrote in this book. So this is what I've been using to jot down how I feel. Yeah. As many of you know, I just finished my grad school. Well, I actually finished in December. If you've been watching my videos on my channel, I finished in December, but graduation was this May. So I got this cute little teddy bear from my hubby, and we put a picture of the baby in there because I just think it's so cute, and like when he's born I want to like have it on display for him. So this is my little nugget. He was saying hi in this picture, but that's him. At first I was like so nervous. I was supposed to get it late January, and mine is very consistent. Like every 25-26 days I get it, period. Like no pun intended. I usually get it, but I use an app to track down like my menstruation. Not that I really needed it because it was always very like consistent ever since I was younger. So but I use it, and I was like, okay, I'm supposed to get it, like what's going on? So I was like, you know what, since it's 25 days, let's wait till 30 so that it could be like the actual month, because people usually menstruate like 28 days or whatever. So I waited till I was like about 30 days, and then I'm like, okay, it's not coming, like let me give it a couple more days, you know, because like there was one time that like I didn't get it until I was 35 days. So I was like, okay, at 35 days, if I don't get it, like I need to take a test. Well, I took a test. It was like 2 days before Valentine's Day, and it came out positive, and I was like, what? Like I was in shock. So whatever, I told Jeff about it, and it was like he didn't believe me. He was like, you gotta take another one. So I went, I took another one, and it was positive. So I was like, oh my god, like this is real. So after I told him, I had to like, you know, calm myself down because like I was nervous. I was like, oh my goodness, like, you know, even though I feel that I did everything right and how I wanted it for myself and how I always like kind of pictured it in my life and everything, like I felt like, oh my goodness, like I'm not where I want to be career wise, but maybe this is what God wants me to do. So at that point I was nervous, but then I was like, you know what, let me just calm down because everything happens for a reason. Like that's always been my motto, everything happens for a reason. So let me just calm down and, you know, we'll figure it out. Jeff was off the roof excited. He wanted to spread it to the whole world, and I was like, no. I actually like told my family that weekend when I went home. I put it in like a Valentine's Day gift or whatever, and then my grandma like started telling my whole family about it, because you know how Dominican grandmothers are, tú sabes. And then you know, told her in-laws, and we went over there at, well, my in-laws, his family, we told them, and they were like super excited. Like everyone was excited, but I was just like so nervous. And like, you know, I told my dad. Then once I hit the 3-month mark, so after my first trimester, which during my first trimester I didn't really feel a lot of, how do you say, like, I didn't feel like a lot of, like, I didn't throw up a lot, thank God. Like, let me knock on some wood. Thank God I did not feel any, like, I felt nausea, but it never really got to the point that I actually threw up. I want to say throughout my whole pregnancy I've thrown up 3 times, and it's because of like something that I've eaten that automatically my body just rejected it. So I didn't feel that, but I was craving sweets. My first 3 months, all I wanted to do was eat sweets and candy and sugar and all of that stuff. But my mom was like, be careful, because you could get diabetes, and then it's hard to get rid of it once you have it when you're pregnant, all of that stuff. So then I was like, you know what, I need to chill. But I was constantly eating mangoes. From the moment that I found out I was pregnant, all I wanted to eat was mangoes. Mangoes, 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 mangoes. So he's a little mango. So I was like always, you know, like I lost a lot of weight my first trimester, because even though I wasn't throwing up, I didn't have appetite. Like I wasn't eating as much as I should. I wasn't like craving anything like specific. It was just like sweets and stuff, which isn't really like that good for you when you're pregnant, and especially if you're not like eating well. So I didn't want any food. Like everything tasted funny to me. So that was my first trimester. Once I hit 3 months, that's when I told like my close friends. So like my bridesmaids, my, you know, like other friends that are like really close to me. Like I told them at that point, and Jeff told like his close friends at that point as well. So once I hit 3 months, I felt like, you know, I'm in the safe zone. Like there are like people that do have like complications, or you know, that they still can suffer miscarriage, but I felt like at that moment at 3 months I was a little bit more in the clear. And like, you know, going to my like prenatal visits, my doctor said that I was okay. So I felt like, you know, this was the best time for me to announce it to at least my close friends that we were expecting. Plus I have a wedding coming up, and it was really close. Like it was April. I found out mid for Valentine's Day that I was pregnant, and then in April, early almost mid-April, I told them, and it was like crunch time, because everyone kept asking me like, okay, we gotta get stuff ready for the wedding, because the wedding was in August, which we had to change the date because of the baby and stuff. But I had to announce it, because a lot of, if it wasn't like, not for nothing, if it wasn't for the fact that I had like a wedding coming up, I would have pulled a Kylie. Like I would have not told like anyone outside of my family and like my close friends. I would not. But I can totally appreciate like all the love and support that me, Jeff, and Baby P have been receiving. Like there were people that I never even imagined that like thought of me, that have been checking up on me. Like a lot of people have surprised me, and you know, don't get me wrong, like of course I'm not expecting like attention and stuff, but you know, it gets kind of lonely when like your friends are like turning up and you're there like like hello, I like to have fun too still. Like I'm a cool mom. I mean, you know, even though like I can't drink, like we could still go out for brunch or, you know, dinner and like catch up on life. Like I'm still into stuff like that. Hey, yeah, back into my, you know, second trimester, which is what I'm in right now. So you know, I told everyone, and then May So early May, I had my next appointment, and they told me that I would have to do like anatomy scan. So that's basically when they like see that the baby has like 10 toes, 10 fingers. They measure the legs, the arms, and it was just me and Jeff at that appointment. And I like, something was telling me like, girl, it's a boy. And when she measured his legs, I saw that little thing poking out, and I was like, oh my god, it's a boy. But I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna wait for her to tell Jeff, because I know damn well that it's a boy. So I didn't really go through like the whole like gender reveal. Oh, somebody tells me. No, I did it the opposite way. Like, I revealed it, me and Jeff revealed it to our families. So that's how we like did our gender reveal. I mean, like, everybody's different. Like, I knew that if he knew what the gender was, then he was gonna be like so excited, and it was gonna show on his face. So I was like, no, just tell both of us, and then we'll announce it to our family as a reveal. And that's how we did it. So I'll try to link a small snippet of like how I did it. I didn't really do it big, because going into what I was gonna say next, I announced it at graduation. So after my graduation ceremony for my master's, my family was there. His family lives like really far, so they weren't able to make it, but my family was there. And then we did like a Facebook live, and we recorded it. So it was kind of like crappy recording, but it still came out. But on Facebook Live was where we were able to like reach the rest of our family, and to reach his family and stuff. We had like these little poppers that they like shoot out confetti, and me and him had the two big ones, and then my mom, my grandma, my best friend, and like my two sisters, they had like the smaller ones, and they didn't know what color it was, because on the outside it doesn't say what color it is. So we set up the camera and everything, and everyone's like, it's a boy, it's a boy, I know it's a boy, it's a boy, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, if y'all say so, like, it's up to you guys. So we gave everyone like the option of picking either pink wristbands or blue wristbands for it's a boy or it's a girl. And it was just like so cute. Like, I know that I'll look back on it and be like, oh my god, like, I told ya. But it was like so like emotional. And when they told me in the hospital like it's a boy, like, I cried. Not because I was sad that it wasn't a girl, because obviously, you know, most women want a girl, but not all women, but most women. But I was like so happy, because it was like, this is my first son. And I remember when I was younger, I always used to say like, oh, I want my son to be born first, so that he could be the protector of the girl. And I think that's what God's giving me in my life. Like, he's giving me what I asked for and what I put out into the world, like, when I was younger. It was so funny, because like when I told my friends, like, I had a bridesmaid only brunch. So when I told them, they were like, you're lying. And I was like, no bro, like, don't you see the sonogram right there? In my life, like, I feel like I did everything that I wanted to do, as far as like go to school, meet like the love of my life, get engaged, married, then move out, and then, you know, like, baby, like, I feel like I did it how I wanted to. Of course, I don't have like the exact career that I want at the moment, but I feel like I did it in the order that I always like pictured it. I also like felt so tired, like so tired. At first I would sleep literally like forever, and even when I was awake, I would still like fall asleep with my eyes open. So it was just like, I was so tired. And like my prenatals, I feel like they always made me sleepy. They always made me want to go to sleep. I was just like so tired, so sleepy. I just started like getting even hungrier like throughout the day, so I'll like munch, especially my favorite snacks are fruits, like mangoes, pineapples, bananas, grapes. Like, I love all of that stuff. So if you guys have any suggestions on other snacks that I can try out, like I have like honey wheat pretzels, you know, like little stuff like that. Here and there I'll have like an Oreo or an ice cream. I usually have like yogurts. Like, those are like the little snacks that I have throughout the day. But then I'll have like these meals that it's like, girl, you still hungry? Like, I'll have breakfast and then like 2 hours later I'm hungry again and I need to have a big meal. The doctor said like the baby was eating like all of the nutrients of my body. So at first, like I said, I started losing weight, and then now I'm starting to gain, because all I'm doing is eating more and more, which is pretty good and normal. And I've noticed a change in my hair. Like, you guys have seen my recent videos, I've noticed a change in my hair. I know that I have to prepare for postpartum shedding, so I got my rice water on deck. My nails have been longer as well. Look at my ring. During my first and second trimester though, like, this is also how I knew that I was expecting. Like, my boobs were like crazy. Like, they hurt so bad, and it took a while. Like, I didn't start showing until I was about 4 months, which is like mid-May. That's when I started showing. And of course people say like, oh, when you're skinnier, like, you start showing like sooner and stuff, so that's probably why. So then I'm like, damn, like, I can't really be hiding this in the summer, so I need to like announce this. Plus I need to like let certain people know about like the wedding date change. So that was that. But other than that, like, I haven't really had like crazy symptoms. Once again, knock on wood. And another symptom that I had really bad in my first and early second trimester were headaches. Oh my god, I usually suffer from migraines, but my headaches were worse than my migraines. Like, they were horrible. They were horrible. So my doctor gave me like a prescription for like Tylenol, so if I ever had like a really bad headache, I could drink that. But even after she prescribed them to me, I was like so nervous, so I just never took them. I just went to sleep, drank more water. I drank more water, went to sleep, and then I would feel so much better. But oh my god, they were so bad. Like, I didn't have the vomiting, but I had like the really bad headaches. Like, it was so bad. But I find that like drinking more water, because that's what they told me, like drinking more water helped. Drink your water, drink your OJ. One of the other things that's been so annoying though is sleeping. So I'm so used to sleeping on my stomach or on my back, and now that I'm I'm way heavier now, it's so bad to sleep on your back, because so this is what I was explaining. So if you sleep on your back while you're pregnant, like, your uterus is putting all its weight onto your vena cava. So that's a main vein that like pumps blood and stuff to your heart and helps you like retain the oxygen and all of that stuff. So if you're putting pressure onto that, then you're not getting like the appropriate oxygen that you need, and if you're not getting it, then you're not supplying that same blood flow or supply to your baby. So that's one of the most uncomfortable things, that I can't sleep on my back. I'll lay on my back for probably like 5 or 10 minutes at a time, but other than that, like, I have to shift from position. So sometimes sleeping on your side, your like side butt hurts, your hips. Like, my bed is super comfy. Like, my bed is huge and it's so comfortable. But even sleeping with like multiple pillows, like, sometimes I feel so uncomfortable. So you have to find like different ways to like sleep. And like, at first, falling asleep on my stomach, I used to do it fine, but like now that I'm so big, it's like sis, what are you doing? So that's been like so annoying. I do want to do, of course, like my maternity shoot now during the summer with Jeff, because I want to like have something really cute to decorate the house with, because at first we were just gonna do with our wedding pictures and stuff, but like now we could do like the actual family ones, and then take the maternity ones, and then take the family ones at the wedding. So that's the plan for that. I've been wanting to like get into yoga, but I get like so tired with just stretching that I haven't really like wanted to do exercise. I mean, I've walked like a couple of times, but I know I need to get into the habit of doing a bit more like exercise and stuff. So if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know down below or on Instagram. And thank you so much for coming on this journey with me, guys. Like, I've been getting requests for this video for a while, but I just haven't known like what to say and stuff. I'm really thankful for like the support system that I have. Like, I'm so thankful for the people that have reached out. I'm so thankful for my family. I'm so thankful for, you know, my hubs. I'm so thankful for my parents, for my siblings. Like, even my dogs have been acting different. Like, they're like more precautious of me. Aki is still like my pit bull. He's still kind of like rough around the edges, so he sometimes like jumps and I have to like push him away so that he doesn't jump on my belly. But my other dog, Turk, like my Labrador, he is like, if he jumps on me, because he's lighter and he's like skinnier, he's like mad precautious. He'll put his arms like on the sides instead of like directly on my stomach. So they're really like precautious of me and stuff. They're so friggin' cute. You guys gotta meet them. I don't think you guys have met them yet. Other than that, I'm so thankful for my support system. Like, you guys don't understand that, like, people that I never, you know, even imagined, and people that I probably haven't talked to in years or months, like, your messages and like your comments and stuff, like, they go a really long way with me, because like I'm such an emotional being. That's another thing, that one of my other symptoms, that I was just crying like even more. Like, I'll watch a puppy video on Facebook and I'll start crying. So I try to stay off of Facebook as much as I can. But you guys like know that I'm so emotional, and it really means a lot. Like, people don't really realize that once like you're pregnant, like when you're transitioning from like an individual to a mom or to a parent, like, you need that support. Like, you need, you know, those people there that are going to always be around, or at least going to be like consistent in your life. I mean, I don't expect like my friends or like my family to like talk to me every day or hit me up every day, but like, just knowing that at some point when you do, and the conversation is just normal and like it doesn't feel forced or awkward, like that's all that's important. So I love having those conversations. Like, I have people that I haven't talked to in years, and like I relate more to them right now than people that I used to talk to like daily. So it's meant so much to me how supportive people have been, how attentive people have been, and like just all the love and support that I've gotten. Like, I can't stress that enough. And I don't want to cry because I have mascara on, but it's been like a really emotional and life-changing adventure. Like, Baby P is growing so fast. Baby P will be here soon, and he's loved by so many people. Like, in the next 3 months he'll be here. So stay tuned for my 3rd trimester update. Once I start, I'll probably do it around my 2nd or 3rd week, just so that I have like more visual understanding of how and what I'm going to talk to you guys about. And don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and Snapchat so you can stay up to date on everything Key and Baby P. And I'll talk to you guys later.